Alright, folks, the new trailer for Dragon Age The Veilguard just hit, and let me tell you, it's packed with all the epic fantasy goodness we've been craving. We've got returning legends, mysterious new allies, and a world on the brink of absolute chaos. If you've been waiting to see what's next for Thedas, this trailer delivers in spades. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just dipping your toes into the Dragon Age waters, there's a ton to unpack here. With the game set to release on October 31st, 2024, we're going to dive in and unpack everything we know about the game. Companions, major characters, locations, and more. So, grab your potions, sharpen your swords, and let's dive headfirst into everything Millers.
And you don't know when to quit.
The trailer for Dragon Age The Veilguard gives us a first look at Rook, the customizable protagonist, standing in a world that looks deeply troubled. We're immediately shown Solas, the Dreadwolf, who delivers the line, "All because you disrupted my ritual." This suggests that the story revolves around a significant event that has thrown Solas's plans off course. Now, the consequences are starting to unfold. The trailer also introduces us to various companions who will join Rook on their journey. These include Bellara Lutara, a Veil Jumper who combines magic and archery, and Davrin, a Grey Warden who fights alongside a young Griffin. The game emphasizes a mission-based structure rather than an open-world approach, with various locations and challenges that will likely drive the narrative forward. Overall, the trailer sets up a tense atmosphere and hints at the conflicts and challenges that Rook and their companions will face. The focus appears to be on tightly crafted missions, with a strong narrative thread connecting the story and characters.
Or slain.
Our gods are back. Our gods. How do we stand against that?
In Dragon Age The Veilguard, several key figures drive the narrative forward, each playing a critical role in the story's unfolding events. Rook is the protagonist of The Veilguard. As the character players fully customize, Rook is central to the game's narrative. Whether through choices in lineage, class, or faction, Rook's journey will be shaped by the player, making them the linchpin in the battle against the forces threatening Thedas. Solas, known as the Dreadwolf, is one of the most significant characters in the game. His actions have set the plot in motion, as he initiates a ritual to tear down the Veil, the barrier separating the world of Thedas from the Fade. Solas's deep connection to the Fade, combined with his extensive knowledge and power, makes him a formidable antagonist whose motivations are complex and far-reaching. His calm demeanor hides a driven and possibly tragic figure, whose plans could reshape the world as we know it. Varric Tethras is another major character, a familiar face for fans of the series. A surface dwarf and a member of House Tethras, Varric is well known for his storytelling prowess and his skill with his signature crossbow, Bianca. As a close ally and friend, Varric's role in the Veilguard will likely involve navigating the political and social complexities of Thedas, bringing his unique perspective and connections to bear on the challenges ahead. Elgar'nan is one of the ancient elven gods, often referred to as the All-Father or the Eldest of the Sun. In elven mythology, he represents vengeance and the sun, and he leads the elven pantheon alongside the goddess Mythal. Elgar'nan's influence in the story suggests a deep dive into elven history and mythology, particularly as it relates to the events triggered by Solas and the potential return of other ancient powers. Ghilan Nain, the elven goddess of guides and navigation, is another key figure in the game. Often called the Mother of the Hala, Ghilan Nain's legends are deeply woven into the fabric of elven culture. Her role in the story likely ties into the exploration of ancient elven ruins and the mystical aspects of Thedas, guiding characters, both literally and metaphorically, through the challenges they face. These major characters each bring their own weight to the story of the Veilguard, influencing the direction of the narrative and the fate of Thedas itself. Their interactions, histories, and motivations will be crucial as players navigate the complex and often dangerous world of Dragon Age.
Is Solas summoning demons on purpose? I guess it's the Veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the traps. And when the Veil comes down completely, then the whole world is going to look a lot like this.
In Dragon Age the Veilguard, a diverse cast of companions will join Rook on their journey, each bringing unique skills, backgrounds, and personal stories that enrich the game's narrative. Here's a closer look at the companions we know so far. Balara Lutar is a Veiljumper, a member of a faction dedicated to exploring ancient elven ruins. Balara stands out not just because of her magical abilities, but also due to her use of a unique gauntlet that can transform into a hunting bow. This versatile weapon reflects her dual nature as both a mage and an archer. Balara was one of the first companions revealed, and her playful yet determined personality, as heard in early teasers, suggests she will be a key ally in navigating the mystical challenges of Thedas. Davrin is a Grey Warden, a member of the Ancient Order sworn to fight Darkspawn and other monstrous threats. What makes Davrin particularly interesting is his close bond with a young griffin named Asan, symbolizing the legendary connection between wardens and these noble creatures. Davrin's battle cry, "Nobody dies on my watch," for the wardens, gives us a glimpse into his fierce loyalty and protective nature, qualities that will make him an invaluable companion in battle. Emric Volkarin is a member of the Morn Watch within the Mortalitasi, a necromantic order that tends to the dead in Navarra's Grand Necropolis. Emric has been part of this order for over 30 years and is accompanied by his skeletal assistant, Manfred. His deep knowledge of necromancy and the spirits of the dead will likely play a crucial role in the story, particularly as the boundaries between life and death become blurred with the threat to the Veil. Lace Harding, also known simply as Scout Harding, is a character returning from Dragon Age Inquisition. Born in the Fereldan hinterlands, Harding rose through the ranks to become the Inquisition's lead scout, known for her practical skills and positive outlook. Her deep knowledge of the land and ability to navigate through dangerous territories will be essential as Rook and their companions traverse the varied landscapes of Thedas. Lucanus Delamorte is a master assassin within the Antivan Crows, a group renowned for their deadly efficiency and skill in the art of assassination. Lucanus has been trained by his grandmother, Katerina Delamorte, the first Talon of the Crows. Although he harbored resentment towards her harsh training methods, he now recognizes them as essential to his survival. Lucanus is not interested in becoming first Talon himself, but his deadly skills and strategic mind will make him a formidable ally in the shadows. Neve Gallus is a Tevinter mage working as a private investigator out of Minrathaus, Tevinter's capital. Known for her sharp mind and resourcefulness, Neve also uses a prosthetic leg crafted by dwarves, adding to her distinctive character design. Her expertise in solving mysteries and navigating the complex politics of Tevinter will likely be crucial as the story delves into the darker corners of the Imperium. Tosh is a Qunari dragon hunter affiliated with the Lords of Fortune, a faction of treasure seekers and explorers from Rivane. As a warrior, Tosh is equipped with the brute strength and combat skills typical of her race, making her a powerful force in battle. Her role as a dragon hunter hints at some of the formidable enemies players will face, and her affiliation with the Lords of Fortune suggests a love for adventure and a thirst for the thrill of the hunt. Each of these companions brings their own unique flavor to the game, with distinct abilities, backgrounds, and personal quests that will add depth to the overall story. Their relationships with Rook and each other will be integral to the journey, providing not just support in combat, but also rich, narrative-driven experiences that have become a hallmark of the Dragon Age series.
All citizens must remain indoors until the magical anomaly is fully contained.
Come on. Guess we're sliding down.
They're allies of Ned Gallus! Kill them all!
In addition to the major characters and companions, Dragon Age the Veilguard also features several other key figures who play important roles in the story. These characters may not be at the forefront of the narrative, but their presence and actions will undoubtedly influence the events unfolding in Thedas. Ireland is a Dalish elf from Clan Morlin, known for her ability to shapeshift into various animals, including a hala, falcon, owl, bear, wolf, and eagle. As a shapeshifter, Ireland embodies the deep connection the Dalish have with nature and their reverence for the ancient elven gods. Her skills suggest she might play a role in helping Rook and their companions navigate difficult terrain or access areas that would otherwise be unreachable. Her knowledge of the old ways and the natural world could also provide valuable insight into the challenges they face. Strife is another intriguing character, a city elf from Starkhaven who eventually found his place among the Dalish of Clan Morlin. Strife's backstory is one of defiance and survival. Growing up in the alien age of Starkhaven, his outspoken nature often landed him in trouble. After a confrontation with a guard, he was forced to flee the city and later joined the Dalish. By the time the events of the Veilguard take place, Strife is at least 50 years old and has likely gained a wealth of experience. His connection to both city and Dalish life gives him a unique perspective, bridging two very different worlds. The Inquisitor, the protagonist from Dragon Age Inquisition, also makes an appearance in the Veilguard. Known to many as the Herald of Andraste, the Inquisitor was central to the events of the previous game, leading the Inquisition and playing a key role in sealing the breach. Their involvement in the Veilguard will likely be tied to the efforts to stop Solas and address the new threats facing Thedas. Depending on the player's choices in Inquisition, the Inquisitor's history and decisions may have far-reaching consequences in the new game. Morrigan, the Witch of the Wilds, is a character steeped in mystery and ancient power. As the daughter of the legendary Flemeth, Morrigan has a deep connection to the old magic and the Fade. In Dragon Age Origins, she was a companion to the Warden, and her involvement in the events of the Veilguard suggests she may once again be drawn into the battle against the forces threatening Thedas. Morrigan's knowledge of the Fade and her ability to shapeshift make her a powerful and enigmatic figure, one whose true motives are often shrouded in secrecy. These characters, while not central to the main narrative, add depth and complexity to the world of the Veilguard. Their backgrounds and actions will influence the story in subtle but significant ways, providing additional layers of intrigue and connection to the broader lore of Thedas.
All citizens in the Canal District must remain in their homes.
Dragon Age: The Veilguard marks a significant evolution in the Dragon Age series, with its combat system drawing more parallels to the Mass Effect series than to the older Dragon Age games. This shift in design reflects a broader trend towards a more streamlined, action-oriented experience, similar to what we've seen in Mass Effect, particularly in the later entries of that series. In the Veilguard, the focus on quick, fluid combat with fewer active abilities and more direct control over your main character brings it closer to the Mass Effect style of gameplay. Just like in Mass Effect, you'll manage a smaller team, now limited to 2 companions rather than the traditional 3 from earlier Dragon Age games. This setup naturally shifts the gameplay away from the more tactical, pause-and-play combat of Dragon Age Origins and Inquisition, where players could micromanage each party member's actions. Instead, the Veilguard places a greater emphasis on real-time decision-making and the dynamic use of a limited set of abilities. This is reminiscent of how Mass Effect allows players to equip a select few powers, encouraging them to choose their loadout carefully before diving into combat. The gear-based abilities in the Veilguard further enhance this approach. Similar to how weapon and armor choices in Mass Effect can unlock different abilities or enhance certain playstyles. The shift to a more action-centric combat system also means that the Veilguard may feel more accessible to players who are used to the responsive, fluid combat of Mass Effect. There's less emphasis on pausing to strategize and more on reacting in the moment, using your environment, positioning, and quick thinking to overcome challenges. Moreover, the narrative structure of the Veilguard, with its mission-based design and the use of a central hub, the Lighthouse, also mirrors Mass Effect's approach. In Mass Effect, players operated from the Normandy, choosing missions and interacting with companions in a more contained, focused environment. The Veilguard adopts a similar format, moving away from the sprawling open-world design of Inquisition towards a more controlled and narrative-driven experience. In essence, Dragon Age: The Veilguard feels like a blend of the old and the new. While it retains the deep character customization and rich storytelling that Dragon Age is known for, its combat and mission structure are much closer to the Mass Effect series, offering a more streamlined, action-oriented experience that should resonate with fans of both franchises. This evolution could make the Veilguard appealing to a broader audience, while still maintaining the core elements that have made Dragon Age a beloved series.
Through the veil. It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sensed Solas' ego.
In Dragon Age: The Veilguard, character creation is expansive and detailed, allowing you to tailor Rook to your liking. You start by choosing from one of 4 races: human, elf, dwarf, or Qunari, each with its own unique background and potential story implications. This choice sets the stage for how your character will interact with the world and the people within it. Customization doesn't stop there. You have full control over Rook's appearance, from facial features to body type. The game introduces body sliders that let you adjust individual parts, giving you a range of possibilities to create a character that feels truly your own. Gender and pronouns are also customizable, with options to choose she/her, he/him, or they/them, ensuring that your character's identity is represented as you see fit. Voice options include 2 feminine and 2 masculine voices, with both British and American accents available. There's even a pitch shifter to further personalize how Rook sounds. The character creator also lets you preview starting gear, casual wear, and even mid to late game armor, giving you a glimpse of how Rook will evolve throughout the game. When it comes to gameplay, you'll choose from 3 main classes: Warrior, Rogue, and Mage. Each class has its own set of specializations that you unlock as you progress through the game. For example, Warriors can become Reapers, draining life from their enemies, or Champions, focusing on defense and tanking. Rogues might specialize as Duelists, focusing on fast, precise strikes, or Veil Rangers, who excel at ranged combat. Mages have powerful options like Deathcallers, who use necromancy, or Evokers, who command elemental magic. The factions in the Veilguard add another layer of depth to your character. There are 6 factions to choose from, each offering distinct bonuses and unique casual clothing. Whether you align with the Grey Wardens, dedicated to fighting Darkspawn, or the Antivan Crows, masters of assassination, your choice will influence your journey and how you approach the challenges ahead. These factions not only provide gameplay benefits, but also help shape the narrative and the relationships you'll build throughout the game. From the moment you begin customizing Rook, it's clear that the Veilguard is designed to give you a character that's deeply personal and integral to the story, allowing you to explore Thedas in a way that's uniquely your own.
We better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
The world of Dragon Age: The Veilguard is vast and diverse, featuring a range of locations that are steeped in history and filled with challenges. Each of these places plays a significant role in the unfolding story and offers unique environments for players to explore. The Anderfels is a harsh, barren region in the far northwest of Thedas, known for its inhospitable landscape and the indomitable spirit of its people. It is the home of the Grey Wardens, the legendary order sworn to combat the Darkspawn. Weishaupt Fortress, the headquarters of the Grey Wardens, is located here. Weishaupt is a place of ancient power and mystery, and it is likely to play a crucial role in the story, especially with the involvement of Davrin, a Grey Warden companion. Antiva is a coastal nation renowned for its merchants, culture, and, most famously, its assassins, the Antivan Crows. Antiva's capital, Treviso, is a bustling city where wealth and danger go hand in hand. The Antivan Crows, including companion Lucanus Delamorte, operate from the shadows here, and their influence is felt throughout the region. And Taiva's history and political intrigue provide a rich backdrop for the events of the Veilguard. The Deep Roads are the ancient subterranean highways of the dwarves, now largely abandoned and overrun by darkspawn. These tunnels once connected the great dwarven thaigs, but are now treacherous paths filled with danger. The Deep Roads are a place of lost history and great peril, where ancient secrets might be unearthed, but only at great risk. The Fade is a mystical realm that exists parallel to the physical world of Thedas. It is the domain of spirits and demons, and a place where the veil is thin or torn can allow these entities to slip into the material world. Solas's plan to tear down the veil makes the Fade a central focus of the game, with its mysteries and dangers likely to be key elements of the story. The lighthouse serves as the central hub area for the characters in the Veilguard. Unlike the open-world structure of previous games, this game uses a mission-based system, with the lighthouse being where players return to plan their next move, interact with companions, and manage resources. It's a place of respite and strategy, where Rook and their allies regroup between missions. Nevera is a wealthy and powerful nation, known for its obsession with death and the elaborate tombs that fill its capital, the Grand Necropolis. The Mortalitasi, a necromantic order that maintains these tombs, play a significant role in Neveran society. Emric Volcarin, one of the companions, is a member of the Mournwatch, a branch of the Mortalitasi, and his connection to Nevera's necromantic practices will likely be explored. Rivane is a land of seafaring traders and diverse cultures, with a mix of human, elven, and Kunari influences. The Lords of Fortune, a group of explorers and treasure seekers, hail from Rivane. Tosh, the Kunari dragon hunter and companion, is affiliated with this group, and her adventures are tied to the wild and untamed regions of Rivane. The Tevinter Imperium is one of the oldest and most powerful nations in Thedas, ruled by mages and steeped in dark magic and political intrigue. Minrathous, its capital, is a city of grand architecture and deep corruption. The Imperium's influence stretches far and wide, and the conflicts within its borders often spill over into the rest of Thedas. Neve Gallus, a Tevinter mage and private investigator, operates out of Minrathous, navigating its dangerous streets and uncovering its secrets. The Arlathan Forest is a place of ancient elven history, likely tied to the old gods and the ruins of Arlathan, the ancient elven city. This forest is steeped in magic, and it's a place where the past and present might collide, revealing long-buried secrets about the elves and their gods. Minrathous, the capital of the Tevinter Imperium, is not just the political heart of the Imperium, but also a place where power, corruption, and ancient magic converge. It is a city where wealth and poverty exist side by side, and where the struggle for power is constant. As one of the key locations in the game, Minrathous will likely be a hotbed of intrigue and conflict. Each of these locations in the Veilguard brings its own unique flavor and challenges to the game, contributing to the rich tapestry of Thedas. Whether you're delving into the ancient tunnels of the Deep Roads, navigating the political intrigues of Tevinter, or exploring the mystical depths of the Fade, the world of the Veilguard promises to be as vast and varied as it is dangerous.
Places to learn. Where do we start? I'll be damned. A griffin.
As we look ahead to the release of Dragon Age: The Veilguard, it's clear that this next chapter in the Dragon Age saga is set to be a monumental journey through the rich and complex world of Thedas. With a cast of unforgettable characters, a story steeped in ancient lore, and a variety of intriguing locations to explore, The Veilguard promises to deliver the epic fantasy experience that fans have been eagerly awaiting. Whether you're preparing to dive deep into the mysteries of the Fade, navigate the political intrigue of Tevinter, or stand against the impending threat posed by Solas and the forces at play, there's no doubt that the Veilguard will challenge you in ways that are both new and familiar. So get ready to forge your path, make tough decisions, and shape the future of Thedas. Because in Dragon Age: The Veilguard, every choice you make will matter. Thanks for joining us in this deep dive into everything we know so far about the Veilguard. If you're as excited as we are, be sure to keep an eye out for more updates, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep your blades sharp and your wits sharper. Thedas awaits.